for you.
Side Street Ricky. And now, time for some more. Sacred Ground Virgins, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stage, Brother and Spellbinder. Make sure you're nice and solid. Nice and Is that tall enough for you?
A little more, maybe. Okay, yes, we're actually Brother Spellbinder. I'm Alzara. This is Jamie.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
Wow, what is all two here? And this is our second time at Sacred Grounds.
Oh,
And a spoken word night, not realizing that acoustic music night is.
On Thursday nights.
Yeah, well, we were the special people.
You're always special.
This is a new and very old song at the same time that I want to try out tonight. I've decided it's the prerogative of all artists to be hoarders. And I save all sorts of things, beads, I don't know, pieces of paper or whatever that I think I'm going to make something with later. And eventually I do, but sometimes it's 20 years later. And this song I started writing, I don't know, 15 years, no, maybe 10 years ago. And with someone I was collaborating with at the time, and I just never finished it because the collaboration died and it just sat in a shelf somewhere. And then last month I finished it. It's called Sarah.
Thank you. I don't want to like go in front of her.
She was around.
Brother Spellbinder. And now, for one of our artists in residence, who we also see here on Wednesday evenings and Saturdays. He brings his poetry in occasionally. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Little Eddie.
Hey, I want to make a quick announcement. I was given false information, and I really want to apologize. I was given it by more than one person, so I wouldn't have said it unless I believed it in my heart. I told everybody, and I passed on that Jimmy Flowers had passed away. I'd like to tell everybody, and I'm really happy, Jimmy is alive. He's I am very happy about that, and I'm sure he's glad that he's still alive. And knows that he has touched everybody, and I wouldn't have never told that false information unless I believed it in my heart, my own self. And Maria, I guess if you're out there, I hope you understand, and I hope you are relieved that Jimmy is still with us.
She will be.
Okay?
Trust me, she will be.
Everybody, here's one for Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing is see, I've been going through little dilemmas and everything, but you know, I always make it anyway. But see, I work at the church. I feed all these people. I make sure kids got toys on Christmas. I make flyers for the Boys and Girls Club sometimes, and I do what I can. I've been going through a little bit of dilemmas, and I'm just kind of like stuck. I've been trying to get a blanket. I gave somebody $20 and they took off, and I didn't get a blanket, and a lot of my books got rained on. But I always look at things that there are people worse than me, so I'll survive, and I always do. But anyway, what are we going to say? I always hear people protesting and singing a lot of and government should do this and that and everything. I remember last time they took a hippie to dinner and gave somebody a blanket. Then they can say, oh, your karma will come back to you, but they're always talking about bad karma. If it takes a little longer, they forget about good karma coming back at people too. So sometimes I need a blanket now. Okay, anyways, I wrote this, I guess, about that. I still got the ending I tried to fix. This is called the cross and the pentagram. What do you see when you look in a mirror? Is the face of a person you know, or just lines and traces of people and places, or someone who's fed too much snow? What do you hear when you're giving advice? Is it a sound that you follow yourself, or just words that you heard of events too obscured and just an excuse to exercise your mouth? What do you smell with each breath of air? Is it the same that you polluted before? Or is it fresh and clean like in a magazine, and your eyes are immune to get sore? What do you taste when you bite on a meal? Is it a taste that is bitter or sweet? Or is it the flavor of some nice nosy neighbor who never had to struggle the street? What do you feel when you touch the earth? Is it a land that you dare call your own? Or are you tossed and twirled in a dog-eat-dog world? And all dogs, they want the same bone. Who would miss you if you suddenly died? Do you consider yourself a true friend? Or would you run for the sun because you can't count on one, and you lie to yourself until the end? And here's where I didn't finish yet, but the dog looked quite funny between the cross and the pentagram. Thank you.
Hey, look at it!
Little Eddie. And we're so happy for Jimmy Flowers.
Oh, yeah.
He was very happy when I found him and explained to him that he wasn't dead. He looked at me and he said, well, I'm pretty stoned, so I'm not sure. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, This guy, I love the way he plays harmonica. It's a lesson into itself.
Oh, yeah.
Marco Harps, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
I got, I was the, so have a couple of Christmas cheer. Don't believe in Christmas. Please don't show me your rear or even something besides yourself. Go ahead, just talk amongst yourselves while I'm up here performing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about talking over me. I won't talk over you next time.
I love harmonica.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, I love everything. I'm a loving lover. So, Nixon was nixed in '61. So maybe we would have had more fun if Phoebe Rebozo and his slice of paradise, or was it pair of dice, had been in instead of the all-too-human Camelot crew, who took their own slice. So don't trip over your ego, amigo, and ignore your and my ignorance as long as you can till the chase, Manhattan, where your hard-earned face is hidden, begins to do the poor and working poor's bidding. Hasn't everybody had the coulda, shoulda, woulda blues? Once in a while. Retro-reactive regrets the GOP never forgets. I vote for the person, not the party. Who's afraid of Ralph Nader, the corporations and all the outsizing and outsourcing nations? Big Pharma, Quick Karma, it's a great, late, sprawling, big, any baby ball in the world. We will share or be nowhere. So go ahead and go with the flow, but not over the falls, whether or not you got the ball. Speaking of a song still being pertinent, unfortunately, Haystack, hey. What's your name? What's your name?
Haymarket.
What's your first
Charles.
name? Charles Haymarket said. I'll never forget what's the name. Fuck, man. Took my license to find out who the hell are you. Charles Haymarket said their songs are still pertinent about presidents. This one is still pertinent, unfortunately. And it's about my rich uncle, your rich uncle, Uncle Scam. Well, Grateful Dead said red and white, and then blue suede shoes. You can call my man. Same old new U.S. blue. I am Uncle Scam. That's who the hell I am. And I've been hiding now in the swamps of Vietnam and in the sands of Sudan. I'll make you believe I killed Bin Laden. And I'll lead 10,000 troops in Afghanistan, just to prove that I am the man. I said red and white, blue suede shoes. You can come out there, same old new U.S. blue. Cause I'm Uncle Scam, spell it divine kind. Poison all your water, your unborn sons and daughters. Steal your women's voices, rob all of your choices, and I'll take your taxes. That's exactly what the facts is. I am Uncle Scam. That's who the hell I am. But that genocide is just suicide. Uncle Scam can't hide too long. Our eyes are open way too wide, and our love is much too strong. Red and white, blue suede shoes. You can call my man. Same old new U.S. blue. Yeah, I'm Uncle Scam, that's who the hell I am. I'll blow out your president's brain. Stop all of this crazy city's train. I am Uncle Scam. Oh yeah, never give a sucker an even break. I'm Uncle Scam, that's who the hell I am, and I've been hiding now, and you're rocking so well. I go.
Going like that.
Marco Harps, ladies and gentlemen. Here to Marco Harps.
I wrote that when the first Bush was in, and unfortunately it's still running.
And up now, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen her here before. Writer, singer-songwriter, poetess, Daryl Jones, ladies and
Okay, now there's plenty of good news. Anybody who saw me at Tony Sarah's, I rocked. I did, at this party. I really thought I was all right. The problem was, my situation in general is treading water above the rapids and the waterfalls to come. And so I left the party unhomeless, went to the campsite, and then this stuff's brewing, you know, the president's coming, the guys in blue have to be on, you know, track. I mean, that's real big. And so, what a real big, crazy people do to the hippies. The ones, I mean, that wear the hippie killer t-shirts to their parties. Well, they go after the vulnerable. So what was I doing with all my intellectual material and my cell phone and etc.? This woman wakes me up, crazed. Here I am, you know, seizure victim going, and she brings in the troops. They strip me naked, dangle me like I'm the head of, you know, John the Baptist, you know, in front of these people. I mean, what are they thinking? So anyway, anybody who's got any lead on the material and stuff. So here I am, and in the end, and they have this new thing. This is like, I've told these people how to run so much stuff and nobody listens. But seizure victims need calm. What do? They have new drugs to shoot you up with. The paramedic from hell who's beating me up is the guy who says, no, you don't get any choice here. Boom. And of course, it's one of the things I'm allergic to that can cause my throat to swell, a tracheotomy. Who knows? Anyway, at least I got right for the second round of trying to shoot me up 12 hours later when nobody can give me water because you're an antagonist. I mean, we've really got to do something in these hospitals. I think, you know, like put a great big double bed, take care of everybody's calm and everything, and the person has to come in and be a human being and sit down beside you and start giving you comfort the way it's worked for a million years. Anyway, the long and the short of it is Tony's been out, but he did say he'd help me, and anybody who can help with saying, you know, like I bring my notebook, I had my notebooks, I had my bell, my, you know, gear, my stuff, this is my world. So I'm seizuring in the street in front of one of the hospitals. He took me to a couple. And, well, they took me to 3 in the end. It's like, I mean, they were coming in to put this more poison, and I'm like, you know, I've had a bad day. I don't need a tracheotomy. So she, like, looks at the band and